Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. In this new episode of the Right Info Podcast Show, with your host, Kane Twan, speaking. And today, I would like to address a topic that's very interesting, that I find, in a sense, interesting. And it's called, there are no perfect systems. There's a saying, ladies and gentlemen, that systems are perfectly dressed or decreased to produce the results they get. In a recent conversation with a good friend in the field of education, we were sharing the observations about all that's going on in the world and how in the collective field affects us at the individual and personal level. My apologies. Personal, I meant. Some of the impact is less tangible, less visible, and affects us through our one field, or whatever we're practicing, whatever we're doing, whatever we're specializing in, through which the emotions are transmitted. This is why so many of us are so exhausted. I mean, very, very tired. Now, much of the impact is directed and observable, showing up in the systems in which we are a part of, like the fields of education, for example, or healthcare. Systems that are now currently more burdened than ever due to the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic that we had the last 3.5 years. Now, systems that we can help, but wonder how it is that they will recover. Then it suddenly hit me. It suddenly hit me all of a sudden. There are no perfect systems. Maybe there never have been or will be. We can bring all our individual and collective wisdom to addressing this issue of the systems, and we still encounter unintended consequences. Although there will be a few things that we think about in terms of systems. The perfect system is a fantasy. What are we with? What are we with? There's so much going on around us that we have no interference or influence whatsoever or control over. There are no quick fixes, ladies and gentlemen, to complex challenges. There never has been, there never will be. It's helpful to keep what's directly in front of us as our sights, what we see. Now, we can reach influence in the relationships we have in our own networks and environments. Now, including at work, school, outside life, whatever we're doing. And, whatever effects it has, positive, negative, we don't know. We have to see down the line. Maybe there are no perfect systems, just imperfect human beings, willing to risk everything and anything enough to build trust and healthy relationships, to at least live and work in an imperfect world. Now, we find this offers hope and inspiration in the face of challenges we see and experience in all our plans. We show up. Like I said before, there are no perfect systems. Nobody perfect. It's like a perfection of life. You do everything in your power to make everything go smoothly as possible. There's going to be bumps and bruises along the way. There's going to be problems, situations. But at the end of the day, men and women, and sometimes children, will get through it. Simple conversation, some positive action, some good, well thought out ideas to get to the solution. But whatever systems come about, there has to be some type of answer to those solutions, to those problems. Economically, financially, domestically, florally, no matter what, It's just how do we get to them? Like, if you lose your job, you lose a good relationship, you have a fallout with an old friend or whatever, and a system like that is like an example of a system. It's not perfect. Everything in the world is not perfect. Nothing's perfect, no matter what it is. And you just have to sit and think about what has to be done, how you're going to think it out, and what can you do to make sure that whatever's getting in your way of whatever you're going through is making sure, ladies and gentlemen, that the incident that occurred won't happen again. Like I said, there are no perfect systems. Systems are not perfect. Nobody can predict what's going to happen in the future. We know what's happened in the past. We know what's probably going to go on in the present right now, but in the future, we don't know. Will systems be good or great, or will they keep us down as far as, trying to keep us from succeeding? If we want perfect systems, we just gonna have to buckle down, seize the moment, make sure that we have our stuff together, no matter what the situation is. This podcast talks about systems. I'm discussing this in this podcast show right now. So, this is being Saturday afternoon, a dreary and somewhat rainy day. I don't know if I was going to go outside today or not, but, that's not the issue. I was just talking about perfect systems. But now all of a sudden I done gone about the topic of going outside, but it's dreary, so I doubt I'm going out today. Doing this podcast at home, relaxing on a nice Saturday afternoon on this September 16th, 2023, and, just relaxing. Excuse the background noise. That's notification sounds. I really have this thing with having that on there. Why? I don't know. I have to take that off. And with that just being said, I'll just give you all a nice little podcast explanation of perfect systems. Hope this podcast helps people to understand that perfection is always not always perfect. And no matter what system there is, we can all work it out and make sure that there are no bad systems, but good systems. Like I just said earlier, financial, personal, business-minded, foreign, domestic, whatever. At the end of the day, everything will be just fine. It just takes a little time, have a little patience, a little determination, and everything will be all good. And with that being said, this is the end of the Right Info Podcast Show with your host, Kane Twan speaking. This is a nice little short podcast. Excuse my voice if it's a little raspy. I'm going through a little, not a head cold, but a little sore throat, but it'll pass, no problem at all. I'm taking something to make myself feel better. And like I said, with this being said, this is the Right Info Podcast Show with your host, Kane Twan speaking. Wish you all a happy Saturday. You all have a great weekend. You all take care. Goodbye. Love you all. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is a new episode of the Right Info Podcast Show with your host, Kane Twan speaking. With this being the last day of September, it's the last day of September. I know that sounds kind of stupid, but I'm not going to do a regular blogging podcast tonight. I'm just going to do a little freestyle tonight about what my weekend or week was like this week. Yesterday, I had yesterday off from work. I had to go to the dentist and get some teeth taken care of because I'm thinking about either getting partials or implants. This is my upper teeth, so I can look a lot better than what I always look like. It's been a nice week. I had yesterday off. I only worked 5 days from Sunday night. I had this past Monday off, and then the next Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 3 days, I worked both jobs. Was a little busy, but not too busy at both jobs. And everything was fine. Just getting myself prepared for the dentist visit. And damn, I did not know it was so much money to get dental work. I mean, I know, but I didn't think I was going to pay that much damn money. Like damn near $800, $900 just to get some teeth work on so I could possibly get some implants or partials. Implants, I heard, cost a whole lot of money and stuff. But I'm thinking I'm going to go with partials. Dentures, I'm definitely not going to get because I don't feel like having to take teeth out of my mouth and wash them. Other than that, my weekend has been good so far. Went to a little book festival in Hyde Park. Got me a couple of books. Well, not a festival, but the bookstore that's in my neighborhood, they had a nice little 50% off book sale. Got a couple of books. Went downtown, had me a little something to eat. Came home, listened to a friend's podcast. It was pretty good. Hope she's listening to this podcast just to let her know it was pretty good as always. Keep up the good work with your podcast. I'm going to shout you out, but you know who you are. And
So glad that you enjoyed your trip to New York and so glad that you're back. I'm here at home, relaxing right now, going to figure out what I'm going to have for dinner. I don't know. I can't eat too much because of my teeth. I can't eat nothing too hard, nothing hot. So drink or eat anything hot. So I'm just going to take it easy today. Grab me a little something nice and cold. Kick back, relax. Watch a movie, stay up, listen to some stepping music on the radio or on the internet. I might watch a couple of movies just to relieve this tiresome week and this damn little pain that I had from the dentist. Not a lot, but just a little. But I'll be glad when I got these partials or get these partials. Sorry, I ain't seriously get. This is the last day of September. Tomorrow is the first day of October. Nothing much going on except Indigenous Peoples Day and Halloween. That's about it. I can't think of any other holidays than Halloween. And, the main holiday, everybody's going to be celebrating that, Michael Myers season and all that. Everybody knows this theme song to Halloween. I love the Halloween series. The only ones, the originals I like, from 78, 81, 2018 and 2021. Those are very much the only 4 Halloweens that I like. All that other shit that came out after the second original Halloween from 81, they can keep that shit. It wasn't even worth making. But that wasn't the topic I want to talk to today. I was just talking about my day, my week. It was a busy week. Wasn't all that. But, I just finally got that damn shit done at the dentist, got it out the way. So, just waiting on the partials or implants, but most likely I'm going to get partials. And this is just a nice little quick podcast on the Right Info Podcast Show. I didn't record for the last 13 days. Been so tired, been so busy and all. I almost had a little cold, but I didn't. But that's all, nothing major going on. And hope everybody's enjoying this Saturday, last day of September. We're in fall. Fall started last weekend. A nice season for me. I like fall. Fall is decent. Spring is okay because that's my birthday season. But fall is fine, even though it's kind of good because you get to change time back, get that little extra hour of sleep. I don't know if they say that time is going to stay as it is, but you never know what people say. And with that being said, I was just giving a nice little quick show on the Right Info Podcast Show since I didn't record for the last 13 days. And I'll be recording more and more in October and having more blogs. Just go to the Right Info blog on WordPress. And then, I'm on Facebook, link it, and Instagram. And at the podcast, I'm on Spotify for podcasters. I'm looking to do Podbean and still get myself on iHeart like I said, So you all have a good evening. Enjoy your weekend. Love you all. Bye-bye. This is King Twan speaking. Bye-bye.